Ghosts. Okay, so I said yesterday, or day before yesterday, that I was going to actually roll a Warlock. And guess what? We're going to go ahead and roll a Warlock. An Exo, of course, because that's what I always roll. And we did Green Eye. No, what other mouth did we do? Let's do Gold and Green. This doodad. Gold. No markings. And we're going to say Finish. So, we're going to play a Warlock. I haven't played a Warlock in a very long time. I mean, actually, seriously, played to, actually do things with a Warlock in a very long time. It's going to be weird, but we'll see what happens. So, how you guys been enjoying the expansion? I personally have not paid for the season or the expansion yet. I don't know if I'm going to play for the expansion at all, but the season does have some things in it that I'm interested in. Although I'm not 100% sure I really care about them, because the way I play and what I look for in a character is a little bit different than what Bungie is presenting on the general side of things. Meaning that I'm not looking to push any major stats. I just want a nice, viable character. I can get in, play some pew pew, and get out and be feeling feel two things. One, I got something done, and two, looking forward to the next time I can play. Those are the two things I look for in a game. When I stop feeling for one, I start evaluating, okay, is it something I'm doing? Is it something I'm not doing? Then if I eliminate that, when I eliminate that, then I start looking at the game. What's changing in the game? What's not changing in the game? Have I grown beyond the use of the game? And that's really the point that you have to realize, that if you're okay with just going back and revisiting the game on occasion just to experience the ambiance or the aesthetics or whatever, then do that. That's all you need to do for the game. If certain parts that you enjoyed get locked out because they've changed the dynamic of the game, such that they put it behind a paywall or something, the choice is going to be yours to whether you let that stuff go permanently or buy into the expansion. Having a subscription service is not a bad thing. I totally support it because it does a lot of good things. First of all, it provides the studio with the necessary money to keep the game going and evolving, i.e. paychecks and hiring qualified individuals. Secondly, it reduces the number of people who are building accounts just to resell them. If it costs you dollars to do things, you're going to, you may actually encourage more cheating, but more than likely, people who are flipping accounts will start to reevaluate the situation. Is it worth it? If I got to pay, $50 a character, and no one's going to be buying my account for more than $60 versus the hours I play into it, even if they're using exploits, which I know a lot of them don't, but some of them do. So, yeah, I am fucking with allergies today. It's all over the place today. Excuse me.
But it was also a big day.
Bill Nighy. I miss him. He was a good actor in this game.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't
Just
understand.
update.
This is Fallout territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still.
Don't worry, I'm still with you. You need to move fast.
Cool. All I wanted to do was set up my raid team to farm the Doom Tower while I do this. So yeah, speaking of paywalls, Raid Shadow Legends, another free-to-play experience, but very clearly set up for pay-to-win or pay-to-play later on, because you do hit a paywall in terms of dungeon levels versus enemies and champions you have in your inventory. If you're okay with being patient and taking your time, then you will eventually get the gear and the champions to beat those next levels. But really what it comes down to is what do you want out of the game? Are you looking just to complete something? If that's the case, then go to Target and buy one color of every sock of a certain make, and now you've completed something. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying in regards to gaming. You know, I want to feel like I accomplished something, and if that something is like, you know, the character's progressed, or maybe I've had some more fun. What the hell? Did I get attacked? That was weird. I've never been attacked before or pushed. Huh. So they have changed some things.
Your curiosity is as dangerous as... Trust your instincts, and we'll find a way home.
Yeah, my curiosity is dangerous. If it wasn't for warlocks, there wouldn't be hive wizards. I don't even know what aspect I'm in.
If your tracker blinks, there's trouble nearby.
Alright, so we have this stuff now. Not yet unlocked, okay, because we're still in the proto mode. One of the big hesitations I've had with playing a warlock or playing a titan or actually rolling any new character is all the things I might have to go through just to get this scrub to the tower and into playing the games playing the activities I like. I like playing Gambit and I like playing Crucible. I'm not a big Strike fan, not a big Nightfall or Raid fan. I'm okay with dungeons. Dungeons are alright. But I like, if the game doesn't have an actual quest narrative, I mean, literally, you know, hello adventurer kind of quest, kind of narrative, which is a direct reference to Viva La Dirt League, one of my favorite sketch comedy channels. You know, if it's not like, you know, the king has hired you to safeguard the borders from an encroaching orc tribe, and you know things are getting nusty, and you need to be out there. And you know, first quest is you're going to gather forces. Second quest is you're going to train them. Third quest is you're going to arm them. Fourth quest you're going to start establishing forward operating bases, you know, and so forth and so on. If there's not anything like that really in Destiny outside of the expansion campaign. So, you know, beyond that, yeah, I know about all that. Beyond that, the game really is just arena fighting and arena fighting. So, you know, for me, that's Crucible and Gambit. When I played Magic the Gathering, when I first started playing Magic the Gathering, I treated it like a role-playing game. I was the spellslinger, and the library was my book of spells, and you know, I made voices and personalities for the monsters, the creatures that I summoned and everything. And I mean, eventually, you know, it got a little bit like I started realizing, well, there really isn't there. But there was the Magic expansions that came out. They had a story to them, and you read the story through the lore tab, if you will, the flavor text on the actual cards. And so collecting the whole story was about collecting one of every card, at least. And for a long time, I was collecting 4 of every card because that's how many you could put into your deck. And that was something I did in Magic the Gathering. And that behavior translated over into video gaming. Back when I used to play things like Legend of Zelda, there was the main quest. You completed the quest. You did have some open world free roaming, but there were certain things you needed to do before that could happen. Um, so when playing that game, that's what I wanted out of it. When I stopped a session or reached a chapter end for a game like, say, Legend of Zelda, two things. I felt two things. One, I felt like I completed something. I got progress for my character and for the story. And two, I was looking forward to the next time I could pick up the controller and get back into that world, and it was fun. Um, Same thing happened with me when I would play a game like Armored Core. It had a campaign mission, but really it was mech first person shooter, not really a looter. Same thing goes for Tenchu Wrath of Heaven and Tenchu Stealth Assassins, the two better titles of the game series. Um, there was a story mode that you went through, and then there was a free play mission mode where you can replay the missions if you wanted to, and that was kind of fun. With Destiny, you have a campaign mode, but it's kind of really, you have a choice. You can either experience it, or you get it firsthand by playing through it, and you get some good loot, or you can experience it by watching other people play it on YouTube. And that's the dynamic that changed in the gaming environment for me, is that I no longer needed to, because in the past it was like, if a campaign game or story mode or single player game had like an easy mode to play, I would play on easy mode just to get through the story. But now there's so much coverage on social media and everything that it's like, you kind of don't even need to really actually play the game. You can actually just read the wikis or watch the playthrough synopses, because there's some really good channels out there that will take all of the full motion video cutscenes and string them together with some condensed actual combat scenes, if there were combat scenes or action scenes. Like if there was a story dump, while you were like parkouring through a city or something like that, they would be doing that, but they would only be playing the dialogue that was necessary to keep you up to speed with the narrative. And that was really kind of fun to do, a lot of that. I used to play Assassin's Creeds like that. I didn't really play the game for the rooftop jumping and stuff like that. I played the game for the stealth, and I played the game for the story. And it had a good story in it, and it was engaging. My favorite one of the entire franchise is Black Flag. Little did I know, there's also a PvP battle royale version where you have nautical battles. Now, I don't have Black Flag anymore because I needed some cash and I sold it. But I'm on the verge of like going out to the PlayStation Store, re-downloading it, and getting into the PvP aspects, or even just doing some free roaming. So then along came a game called Morrowind, and I played that via rental for a couple of times, and guys, really, should get on with it. And it got me hooked into what was to become the full tabletop RPG experience in a video game. Um, the questing was how I remember it from playing Dungeons and Dragons and Shadowrun and Cyberpunk and all those other games that I played, Mechton. But more importantly, you had that deep crafting system, and you had a skill tree formulation that you could do. It was just really, really good. And then when Skyrim came out, that was pretty much all I played. Yes, I did play other games. I did play Assassin's Creeds. I did play Killzone. I played Space Marine, the PS4 version, and it was a lot of good fun, So yeah, kind of like just prattling now. I think you get my point. What you want out of the game is what you should be working to either passively enjoy the game, or find something that does what you want to do.
Get me closer to that antenna.
Well, Warlock's not feeling too clunky anymore like it used to. Been some changes, or maybe I've just gotten better as a player. Can we get into my abilities yet?
Stolen city tech has been spliced in here. That's scrambling your scans.
Fallen can't resist tinkering with old scrap.
They're certainly skilled at it. This will take a minute to fix.
Nope, still can't unlock it all. What is this? Burst Glide? Nothing here. We are locked down until I get through this narrative shit. Damn, look how fucking massive those grenades are compared to my Hunter one. And that melee slaps, dude. See how close I can get. Oh. Took him forever to reload. I'm not a head shooter. I go for the parts that hurt. Punishingly slow reloads.
Patients are nowhere near each other. They wouldn't split up unless things got really bad. I'll try to you find Maeve.
You know what? Oh, I bet I could go into my collections and just pull a sparrow. I should have something around. What's a nice basic one? That's stupid. I don't want none of that goofy shit. I just want a basic fucking... Just give me some cheesy ass little shit. There we go. I mean, I fucking hate, dude. I could have fucking walked faster than this. Anyway. Honestly, I could just go into my collections and pull all kinds of stuff. And if I got the Destiny app up, I could actually just go ahead and transfer some weapons over to them. Get a nice power bump already.
And that brought ruin to their civilization. They've come all this way chasing what they lost, hoping to get it back. Or take it from us.
Sounds very Cenovopic to me. I mean, honestly, you could take what Ghost just said and put it in the mouth of a supremacist, and that's a hate crime.
Looks like the Fallen want to keep us out.
Or keep something in. There's worse than dregs in old Russia.
Let's check out the control unit.
Any day now. We all know what's going to happen here. Come on. Alright, in the meantime, let's get down to my Destiny app.
The Fallen salvagers might have some.
It's going to take a while because it has to update. Updates. Everything's an update. Why, game? Whoops. There we go. Are we done yet? Why are you being such a douche? It's downloading. Of course it's downloading. Let's see if the one on my Chromebook is up and going yet. Or is this downloading too? Yep, it's downloading also. Well, that's gonna suck. What a drag. I don't understand that about Bungie. Their shit never fucking downloads right I have installed does it. It has no problems whatsoever. But no, not Destiny. You gotta actually prompt it because I don't know why.
That's one key. We need two more.
we done here? I really, 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 really want to give this guy some good stuff. First, we'll check out that armor. Cloak. There we go. Then, we'll go ahead and snag a couple of weapons. Let's see. We want... How about we'll try out the new pulse rifle. And we'll try out the new... Not that one. Not that one. Let's see, that's a pulse rifle. Let's go with this one. And we don't have a heavy weapon yet. Huh. Poor connection quality. Okay. Well, you guys get the gist. It's going to be a warlock. I'm going to be playing with it, and sorry for the poor connection quality, but I'm out of here. Well, I'm not out of here. You're out of here. But thanks for stopping by all this time. Sorry for all the internet fuckery do, because it's first day in Bungie's latest expansion, so everyone's going for their hits, and as it gets later in the day, it's going to get harder and harder to play. I'm all right with that. I got other things I'm doing. But again, you know, two things you got to look for when you're done with your game session. Did you get anything done? And that includes just having fun. And are you looking forward to the next time you pick up that controller? Enjoy.